this video, we are going to look at the difference between a few, a couple, and several. In this video, we are going to look at the difference between a few, couple, and several. Texted your friend that you'd be there in a few minutes. So why are they mad that you showed up 10 minutes later? To some, a few means any small amount, but to others, a few means 3 exactly and no more. The difference is generally insignificant enough in writing, but try that to your impatient friend. So, which should you use when you mean more than none, but less than a lot? A few or a couple? How many is a few? A few comes from the Old English feawe, meaning not many, which is what it means today, according to Oxford English Dictionary. Typically, a few refers to a low number more than one, which could include 2 or slightly more. You could say, there are a few problems with this plan. That means more than one problem. We'd be there in a few hours, more than 1 hour. I had a few cupcakes after dinner, more than 1 cupcake. How many is a couple? How many is a couple? Historically, couple from the Latin copula, meaning bond. It has been a noun with a strict meaning of 2. Think of a married couple, which usually includes only 2 people. Even the Old English Dictionary defines couple as that which unites 2. It basically means a pair. However, the noun couple is a bit different from the determiner a couple, or more commonly a couple of, which usually means around 2 or some. There are a couple of problems with this plan. We'll be there in a couple of hours. I had a couple of cupcakes after dinner. When you say a couple of, you don't literally mean exactly 2. Essentially, a couple of and a few are synonymous when used as determiners. They mean the same thing, around 2 or not very many. How much is several? The original meaning of several from the Latin separalis, able to be separated, was existing apart, referring to each individual member of a group. In today's English, several is a common determiner that means more than 2. There are several problems with this plan. That means more than 2 problems. We'll be there in several hours, more than 2 hours. I had several cupcakes after dinner, more than 2 cupcakes. Unlike a few or a couple, English speakers will not consider several to mean 2. Several could be 3, 4, 10, or even 12. So which is more, a few, a couple, or several? So where does several factor into the a few versus a couple conversation? Several includes that a number, while perhaps not very high, is higher than a few or a couple. Have visited a few countries, more than 1 country. Have visited a couple countries, more than 1 country. Have visited a few countries, more than 1 country. I've visited a couple countries, more than 1 country. I've visited several countries, lots of countries. Mark knows a few languages, more than 1 language. Mark knows a couple languages, more than 1 language. Mark knows several languages, lots of languages. We had to fire a few people, more than 1 person. We had to fire a couple people, more than 1 person. We had to fire several people, more than 1 person. Should we say, don't be a man of few words, or don't be a man of couple of words? The next time you promise your friend that you'll be there in a couple of minutes, they should not expect you in exactly 120 seconds. But that doesn't mean you should be 10 minutes late. That will be several minutes, not a couple. Keep your friendships healthy and happy with a guide to more commonly confusing words on this channel. Until I see you in the next video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Bye for now.